Svetitskhoveli, the masterpiece of medieval Georgian architecture. Svetitskhoveli is the main Orthodox Christian cathedral in Georgia. This is the main pilgrimage place on the Silk Road, the burial place of the Christ's robe, the tomb place of Georgian kings, and the most frequently visited place in Georgia. Built in 1029 CC, it is listed as UNESCO World Heritage Site. The name Svetitskhoveli is translated as a life-giving pillar. The history of the monument dates back to the 1st century AD. According to the legend, a part of the Lord's tunic fell into the hands of a Metsketa dweller, local Jewish man Eleazar, who had witnessed the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. Eleazar brought the tunic to Georgia. In Metsketa, he was met by his sister, Sidonia. She strained the tunic to her breast and gave her soul to God. No one could take the precious thing from Sidonia's hands, and therefore she was buried holding the tunic. On her grave a miraculous tree grew, under which curative sweet-smelling liquid streamed throughout summer and winter. In 337, King Mirian declared Christianity as the state religion of Iberia Kingdom, nowadays East Georgia, and decided to build the main temple on the place where the Lord's tunic was buried. The cathedral, which began its life as a wooden church, was named a living pillar because of the main pillar which was cut from the sacred tree growing on Sidonia's grave. The current construction was built in 1029 by the Georgian architect Arsukidze. The cathedral differs in its artistic value, magnificence, harmony, and the special role it has played in the history of the country. The cathedral is 54 meters height under the dome and is among 5 tallest cathedrals of medieval Georgia. It was and is located in the historical town of Metsketa, the former capital of the Kingdom of Iberia. Architecture and design. The cathedral differs in its artistic value, magnificence, harmony, and the special role it has played in the history and art of the country. The decor of the western facade is the most relief and artistically ornamented part of the cathedral, which nearly has fully preserved its original form. Asymmetry characteristic to the cathedral is better seen on the southern facade. A western part of the southern facade preserves an interesting composition of relief and sculptural figures dated to the period of the cathedral construction. The eastern facade, as compared with other facades, is symmetric and differs in variety and mastery of ornaments. A system of decorative arches is used on the northern facade, the central arch being elevated, stressing the cathedral's height, 54 meters. Some scholars claim that Alexander I in 15th century renovated almost completely demolished cathedral. Svetitskhoveli reached our time bearing the ornamentation and interior paintings of those days. A well-known zodiac circle is the only one in the whole Georgia. The first sun clock with the shape of a peacock is depicted on the exterior wall of the cathedral. In 1787, King Erikle ordered a wall to be built around the cathedral. The monument, full of legends, still amazes its visitors. Svetitskhoveli is a favorite place for local people, young couples and tourists, who can observe colorful wedding ceremonies there every weekend. This extraordinary, and for its time enormous, building dates from the 11th century, early in the golden age of Georgian church architecture. It has an elongated cross plan and is adorned with beautiful stone carving outside and in. Christ's robe is believed to lie beneath the central nave, under a square pillar decorated with colorful, if faded, frescoes of the conversion of Kartli. The story goes that Metsketa